Eller. I don't know why I said Eller. Anyway, unboxing today. Got something pretty awesome that I'm looking forward to trying out. And before anybody says anything, because I've actually thought about this myself, so I figured I'd explain it while I'm doing this. And before anybody also says, well, you say it's an unboxing, but you don't show it, I'm just cutting the package open. I had this thought the other night. I'm aware some people might think, well, you're a review channel. Why are you doing unboxings? Well, the reality of it is content. But not even just that. The company is kind enough to send me a product. I think it's fair enough of me to make them 2 videos. Not to mention, also, for the slight possibility that I might unbox something that one of you may see, and then in the process of me trying it out, I don't know why I did quotation because I'm trying it out, but in the process of me trying it out before I do my actual initial review, if any of you have any questions about that particular product, you can go ahead and comment on the unboxing and ask me. And either A, I'll go ahead and let you know in the comments if I know the answer at that point, or B, I'll answer it when I do my review. So, now that I got that out of the way, let's get into this package. Oh, wow, okay. So, I was going to go ahead and just show you, but I asked the owner, because anytime I review a product, I like to know about a company from the owner's words. Some companies will get pissy at you and then just be like, go to my website, and that's kind of irritating because it's like, I'm trying to get a feel for what you are and what you stand for and whatever. I did that with this company, and he was kind enough to actually send me an actual written letter, which, to be fair, it's printed, but I'm just saying he sent me an actual letter telling me everything. So that's what I'm going to read now. I don't know why I explained all that, but so our story. And if you don't know, this company is Mad Dog Laces. They are a custom, I guess you'd consider it, boot lace company. You don't have to specifically use them for boots, but shoelace company, whatever. Mad Dog Laces was founded by John Sarnick, I guess. It's faded. Whose background in both military and construction taught him the importance of gear you can depend on. Time and again, he ran into the same problems. Shoelaces that couldn't keep up. They frayed, snapped, and wore out long before the boots were laced into. Long before the boots they were laced into. For John, that wasn't acceptable. And I can read. It's just faded. Like, it doesn't look like it on there, but it's faded and crumpled. Determined to build something better, John created Mad Dog Laces, a company rooted in durability, craftsmanship, and pride in American manufacturing. That means a lot, for me at least. Built from the best materials, every lace begins with American-made paracord, known for its strength, versatility, and proven reliability. By adapting paracord into shoelaces, John built a product designed to last through real wear and tear. Hang on. Sorry, my eyes hurt. Mad Dog Laces now offers a variety of options to suit different types of footwear. 550 paracord laces measuring 4mm thick, built for maximum strength and durability. And if you don't know, 550 is basically the general size for most regular paracords, and that should fit most every boot size. Tennis shoes as well, but I say boot size because a lot of boots have those little grommets or whatever. I don't know the technical term, but you know, they've got the holes at the bottom, and then they got, like, I know the grommets are the same thing, but they're like the hooks. Some boot laces might not fit those. 4mm for the most case should fit those. 275 paracord laces measuring 3mm thick, offering a wider profile while maintaining the toughness. So that would be more or less like a little bit of a thinner like a regular shoelace, I guess. Flat paracord laces, which that's pretty freaking awesome. Available in 3mm or 4mm aglet sizes, perfect for boots and shoes needing a broader waist with a secure fit. Okay, I'll be honest, I didn't know they had flat laces. If I'd have known they had flat laces, I probably would have got some of those. I got these because this is what I needed for what I'm going to be reviewing. But yeah, if I'd have known they had flat laces, I probably would have got a pair of those because I've got plenty of shoes. And that would have been cool to add to the review. Sorry about that. I didn't know they had them. Expanding styles and colors. What started with rugged boot laces has grown into a full line of options for every type of shoe. Mad Dog Laces now offers an expanding selection of colors, styles, and finishes. From bold patterns for sneakers to understated classics for vintage leather boots and polished looks for dress shoes. No matter the footwear, there's a Mad Dog Lace designed to fit it and to last. The mission. John's mission remains the same as the day he started, to provide laces that never cut corners. From the weave and the thickness to aglets and finish, every detail is intentional. Each lace that carries the Mad Dog name stands for strength, durability, or dependability, and style. Today, from its roots in frustration with flimsy laces, Mad Dog Laces has grown into a trusted brand for workers, outdoorsmen, sneaker fans, and professionals alike. Built in America for American paracord, I build car parts for the workmen. Sorry. And now offering imported waxed dress laces, Mad Dog Laces has become a go-to choice for anyone who refuses to settle for weak shoelaces, because your laces should never be the part that lets you down. That is absolutely amazing. Thank you, John Sarnik. Uno momento. Sorry. Allergies. Alright, here we go. Huh. Missing a pair, but whatever. I will message the company. It's not a huge deal, but things happen. Sorry, I'm looking before I show everybody else, because it's my video. So another thing that I think is really cool, I don't know if this applies to everybody, but it did for me. When you go on their website to order and you pick a color, they have size options. But from my experience, I just sent him the measurements of what I needed because I was using specific laces for specific boots. Each pair that I ordered is going to go on their own pair of boots. And so, I wanted them to fit the laces that came off the boots, because the laces that he offers as far as sizing, I'm guessing is just based off of normal sizes that people buy, you know, because if you go to any lace company, they'll say like this length is for this many eye holes or whatever. But I wanted to get the closest to whatever actually is on the boot instead of just guessing. And to my knowledge, he made me the length that I needed, because I told him the length for each lace, and now I have them here. So we'll see. But yeah, I do believe he offers custom sizing. So if you go on the website and you want to pick a color and you're like, well, the size I need is in between this size that's way over here and this size that's way over here, and I don't need this extra length, just as an example, he messaged him. I messaged him through Instagram, so we'll see. But yeah, they offer different paracord colors, aglet colors, lengths. Another thing, don't quote me on this because I don't have any physical proof of this. This is something that I just heard when I was doing my research for the videos. Also, I believe something that they do, again, don't quote me because I can't prove it, but I heard this, is something they do is they actually glue their aglets onto the laces. Because if you don't know how paracord, it's paracord, like you use in the military. And so most companies, I can't prove this, but I've just seen it, will buy an aglet off of eBay or Amazon or something, stick it on the end and crimp it, and that's it. And in some cases, when you go to lace up your boots tight, they come off. I was told, again, I don't have proof, but I was told this company specifically glues their aglets on, so they should not come off. So, that being said, let's see. Now let's get into showing you the whole point of the freaking video. So, actually got these. Don't judge me. I got these for my brunts. I know the lighting is garbage right now. They're like a deserty camo. I can't tell. I have the specific color in my phone, but I'm using my phone. But it's green, black, and brown camo paracord. And then I got the, I think it was like the antique brass aglets. There's their packaging. And then there's the back. Trying to get better for showing you guys stuff because I watch these videos when I get done and then I'm like, I didn't even see that. So, sorry. I would take these out of the packaging, but I don't want a bunch of stuff to carry. You know what? Screw it. What's the point of an unboxing if you can't see what I'm showing you? There you go. That's a lot freaking better. That's what I got for my brunts. It's crazy how little you could see them before. Yep, that's for my brunts. So, the way this kind of happened, right, is, sorry, brain fart. As you may or may not know, I recently got a pair of boots in one of my last videos. And the laces that were on them were chintzy. Like they just genuinely felt horrible, right? And so I wanted to find a company that I could work with to bring you their products that fixed that issue. And so I heard a lot about this company, so I reached out to them. So in the meantime, while I'm trying out the boots for other reviews and whatnot, also got some laces. So speaking of those particular boots, these are the laces that I got for those boots. Black, I believe, with reflective material, I think is what it said. I don't know if that's like the correct description of what it says in the website, but that's what I remember. But yeah. They're all black, and then those little white stripes are like a reflective material, I believe. I actually ordered a second pair for the same pair of boots that I didn't receive. I don't know if he just didn't, because again, we talked through Instagram. I didn't go on their website and place this order. So, you know, stuff happens. It's not the company's fault. I'm not even honestly worried about it, but I sent him the pictures of everything I needed in the sizes and whatnot. I guess he just didn't see it. But yeah, I actually ordered a all black pair with silver aglets. Also for the same pair of boots. Because in case these were like, because some of the pictures look different. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the ones I just showed you look better in real life than they do on the website. So in case these were like ridiculous and I didn't like how they look, I'd have a second pair just in case. Not to mention, I wanted to see if there was a difference between one pair of laces to the other on the same pair of boots, just so I'd have like a better idea of durability and whatnot, because the pair of boots that you have them on is also going to matter. But yeah, that's what I got for the Carolina boots with brushed gunmetal, I think is what it was called, or just black gunmetal aglets. So there's that pair. Again, for anybody who watches this video and is like, oh my god, I'm not ordering from them because this guy didn't even get his fourth pair of laces. You got to keep in mind, I reached out to this company. They were nice enough to send me some stuff for this review. Or this video, I should say, because this isn't the review. he told me how many pairs that I could review. I picked them out and I sent him screenshots of each lace that I wanted in the sizes that I needed. Stuff happens. Again, if you would have been placing an order through the website, you probably would have got everything that you ordered, because then there'd be an actual physical list. This guy had to go back to messages and scroll and hope that he found them. You know what I mean? Like, it's not his fault. So, not to mention, he was nice enough to send me these. It's not a big deal. Like, I'm not even going to say anything to him. It's just, I'm being honest in my videos. Ooh, these feel nice. These feel different than the ones that I just showed. The other ones were a little bit stiffer. These are more like actual laces. And that's not a big deal. I'm just telling you for the video. Now, for these, before you say anything, I wanted something different. This company offers a lot of weird colors, weird options. I wanted something, for whatever reason, the pair of boots that these are going on, I wanted something weird and different. Not to mention, I wanted something because a lot of people, for companies like this, are hesitant with buying. Because I'm going to go ahead and tell you now, the way these laces look in real life versus on the pictures are different. And that's not saying that he took horrible pictures. That's how paracord is. Because for you to realistically show a picture of what paracord looks like in an image, it has to be up close and detailed, because you know, you're seeing something from afar versus up close. Like for instance, the camo one. It looks a lot darker in real life than it does in the pictures, because in the pictures, more than likely the pictures were taken with nice lighting, probably LED lighting, and it was a super detailed image on a nice camera. These are in person. You do that so the person can actually see and get an idea of what they're ordering. So I wanted to order something crazy and ridiculous, because I feel like in my mind, maybe this might be a color that most people aren't buying. I could be wrong, I don't know. But I wanted to order it just because, one, the shoes that I'm putting it on, I wanted something weird, and two, I wanted to give you guys an actual option that y'all might not necessarily buy because of the pictures, but maybe would buy because of what it actually looks like. I don't know. Just my opinion. But I'm going to go ahead and tell you it looks a lot better in real life. In the pictures, it looked really white. And for anybody jumps me and says, what do you mean? With my autism and ADHD, when I look at, like, for instance, something that's plaid, there's usually two colors, maybe more, but I can look at it and tell you what the predominant color is. Like if it's black and white plaid, I could tell you that shirt is more white than black, or more black than white. With these, in the picture, they were more white. In real life, it's a perfect blend. Actually, to me, showing up on this camera, they look more blue. Is the predominant, maybe white. But in the pictures, it was very white. Like, it was so bright that I was like, eh. But something just kept telling me to get these. These are the American flag ones. And it's weird how they did it, because up close, it's literally just spirals of red and white. And then there's a couple of, like, X'd in patterns of blue. Like, it's not an actual flag. But to me, visually, from afar, those look like a flag. But yeah, I wanted something weird, because maybe you see the pictures and be like, I don't know about that. I think these are freaking cool. Trying to get a better idea. And then I got silver aglets, because I wanted to show you the other options. I also have gold, but I didn't get any with gold because I just don't care for gold lace or gold aglets. But yeah, these are silver. Not to mention, these are actual custom aglets. These aren't something that he got off of eBay. They actually have his logo or the name of his company mashed into the actual metal itself. So yeah, these are proprietary. These aren't like, oh, I just make these in my basement. Like, no, this dude goes the extra mile. You know what laces that you're using. But yeah, oddly enough, before people jump me, the boots these are going on. The boots themselves, the eyelets are like a brushed brass, maybe, or a antique brass, maybe even an antique copper, or not copper, antique gold. I at the time wanted a different color aglets so I could show you. So, but yeah, that's that color. It's this the color, and then that's that color. So I'm gonna take myself in the house, lace up my boots with my awesome new laces. These are really nice. Another thing that I really like about these so far is he used the correct paracord. And that's another big deal. If you may have, if you're watching this video and you say, well, if you're watching this video and you may be saying to yourself, well, I've tried using paracord for laces before. It was too thick or too stiff. But there's different types of paracord. That's another thing that I didn't realize until like the last year of my life. I used to buy paracord for making, hang on, give me a minute, brain fart. I used to buy paracord for making lanyards for knives and whatnot, right? And I didn't know there was a difference. I just thought 550 was 550. And so for years I was buying just cheap paracord from Walmart. It was like $1.50 for, a couple yards or whatever. And it was working fine. I had no issues with it. And then I started actually doing it like a lot and needed a lot more. So I went to a company online and started buying it by the spool. And I couldn't understand when I got it that it was so much thicker and stiffer. Like the stuff I was using, they were all 550, but the one that I was ordering online was somehow like thicker and harder. I don't know. And I didn't like it because generally the 550 that I was getting at Walmart was skinny enough to fit into the eyelets of most of the knives that I was using, whereas the new stuff was so thick that even if you took it apart and tried to shove it in, it wasn't fitting. And I realistically found out in the last year or so when I was talking to people in knife groups, even if you buy the same exact diameter as far as 550, there's different types of 550, and I didn't know that. This guy took the time and actually he uses the correct. So if you're one of those people that maybe potentially bought some stuff offline or from wherever else, and you're like, the stuff I bought was so ridiculously thick and it just wasn't bending, and it just keep in mind, these are not the same as real laces. These are paracord laces, so paracord is going to be different to begin with. But if you're getting something that's super stiff to the point where when you try to tie it, it's just doing this. I guess there's no flop, it's just straight and stiff. Chances are you got the wrong stuff. These aren't like that, like at all. I'm trying to find the end. See? like it's like an actual lace. Or closer, I should say, to an actual lace. Like, they're not stiff, they're not, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're 550 paracord, but they're much closer to what you would be used to. Of course, it's a learning curve because you got to get used to lacing them. Paracord laces are a little bit different. They got to get broken in. You can't just lace them out of the package. Most cases, I don't know about these, I'm just speaking from experience, but you got to break them in and maybe potentially tie them twice. But that's another thing that I'll show you in my actual review video, is I actually tie my boot laces different than everybody else. And it tends to, 1, stay tied longer and not have to worry about it coming loose. 2, gives you more ankle support. And 3, works for pretty much all lace materials. So if you're one of those people that watch this video and you're like, I hate trying to tie paracord laces, the way I tie my laces, you can tie with regular laces. You can tie with paracord laces. You ain't got to worry about them being brand new and stiff. They come right out of the package and they tie perfect, just the way I'm going to show you. But you'll have to wait until the actual review. So that's it for Mad Dog Laces for the unboxing. I know that's stupid. Most people hate my videos for how long they are, but as my description says, honest, uncut, unedited videos. So do that as what you will. I'm being honest. I'm giving you the information I have and I know. And like I said, I started doing these videos because in case I post this video today and someone sees it and they're like, I've been curious about these, I might not do my review for 6 months, because I also keep in mind it's still summer, and at this very moment I'm not really wearing boots. I won't be wearing boots until I start wearing jeans, which is somewhere near the end of October. I mean, I'll go ahead and lace them, and if there's cool days or if I'm cutting grass, I'll use them. But as far as like actively wearing them every single day to get like an accurate thought so I can make my review, yeah, that's gonna be a minute. So that being said, if you see this video and you're like, well, I don't want to wait 2 or 3 months for the video, hey, can you tell me about this? Are they like this? Are they like that? Or hey, are they still holding up? You can go ahead and comment on this video and I can go ahead and give you your answer, so that way you don't have to hold off on deciding if you want to place an order or not. So that's another reason I started doing this, because I get it. I'm a reviewer. I get that's what my channel's supposed to be. But I've been there. And I hate when I see other people that make videos and then I'm sitting here waiting. And I get it. If I were to make just a review video, you wouldn't have to sit and wait, because you'd get your answer right away. But again, for the people that want to know today if they want to make a purchase from these laces, they ain't got to wait until November. You can go ahead and make your decision, because I got them today. So now I can't remember, it's either the end of August or the beginning of September, I can't remember. But you can make your decision now. So hopefully this helps. Sorry for the long video, but that's kind of what I do. So thank you for the 12 people that watch me. Till next time, next video.